With the explosion of technology over the last 10 or 20 years, we've seen an incredible uptick in the amount of people that come into our counseling offices with diagnosable anxiety disorders. It's amazing. Around 19% of the adult population currently have a diagnosable anxiety disorder. Can you believe that? That's a staggering number. So what that means is, if you're watching this, more than likely you have contact with someone pretty often that has an issue with anxiety. And it probably means that a lot of you watching are married to someone that has an issue with anxiety pretty often. So I'm going to give you a roadmap today of how you deal and how you confront people with anxiety and support them on their road to recovery. You ready? Let's go. Here's your roadmap. Let's start with things that you never want to say, okay? Here's the first thing you never want to say with someone that's struggling with anxiety. I know what you mean. I've had panic attacks myself. I had a panic attack one time when I was in graduate school. Never say anything like that, because what you're describing is a time when you got kind of stressed out about something and you felt like you were panicking. But the issue is that was an appropriate response to the situation that you were dealing with. So there's a difference between the normal kind of uncomfortable anxiety that we all get in stressful situations and the sometimes paralyzing and illogical anxiety that people get in situations who are dealing with significant anxiety. People with anxiety disorders, they experience anxiety over things that wouldn't and shouldn't elicit that kind of response. So unless you have a diagnosable anxiety disorder, you really just shouldn't try to compare yourself to people that are struggling. Deal? Here's something you can say. Instead of saying, oh, I've been there, say this: look, I'm here for you. I got you. I'm with you. You don't have to understand what your spouse is going through and fully understand anxiety to be there and to be present for them. Listening without judgment, that's the key to this whole process for you as a spouse. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you this. I know you're going to have a problem with this. I do. I have a serious problem for this because I want to fix things a lot. I want to make it better. But your goal initially is just to say, look, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what it's like, but I'm here and I'm present. Say this: what can I do to help you? I'm going to do anything. You just tell me what to do. If you ask that question, it gives your spouse a chance to think through what they actually need from you in the moment of anxiety. And that might actually be different depending on what they're confronting at any given time. So you can respond to your spouse's specific request and honor the intensity of their emotion, okay? Guys, I'm gonna tell you again, I already talked about this. This is not easy for us. This might be hard. You wanna fix it. You wanna get in there and say, oh, I had to do this last time, so now I'm gonna do this every time. It might not work. You've got to ask and you've got to listen every time. What can I do to help you? And then respond based on what your spouse needs right here, right now. Okay, there's one more thing I don't ever want to hear you say. Okay? Don't ever say this. You know what you need to do? You need to see a therapist or you need to get on medication now. Don't ever say that. I'm telling you, I've seen people do this in therapy. It does not work. I'm not saying therapy is a bad idea. I'm a psychologist. I conduct therapy sessions all day long, but watch how and when you broach the subject. When you do bring up therapy or medication, do it in a way that doesn't induce shame. Do not say this out of frustration, okay? You've got to say this out of grace and out of empathy. Instead of, asking if they want to go to therapy or they want medication, try this. Okay, just try this. I've noticed that you've been more anxious lately. And look, I'm super concerned. What are we gonna do to get you healthy? What are we gonna do to get you healthy? It's absolutely okay to express concern if it's coming from your heart, if it's coming from that heart of empathy, focus on how you've seen the anxiety change their behavior. That really, really helps. If your spouse can see specific things and you can point them out, that really allows them to recognize how difficult the anxiety might be and how it might be mounting for them emotionally in ways that they don't understand. So maybe they haven't been socializing as much and you're really worried about them being lonely. Point that out. That's helpful. If they're open to getting help, but they're overwhelmed with the idea of like, how do I go to a counselor? Where do I find one? Maybe you do the research for them. That's a very specific thing that you can do to join them in the process of recovery. Whatever you do, remind them that anxiety is treatable and it's something that they don't have to fight alone, and it's something that you're with them shoulder to shoulder, fighting with them until they feel healthy. So there's your roadmap to helping your spouse cope with anxiety. I'm going to tell you again. Number one, communicate that you are there and that you're present with them. Number two, ask what you can do to help. And then number three, ask what are we going to do together to get you healthy.
Hey friends, we really hope you're enjoying the marriage conversations here on our A Better Us YouTube channel.
We have hundreds of more helpful marriage videos designed to give you hope and tools to make your marriage even better.
Right. And you can see just a few options we think you might like here and here. So keep exploring.
Oh, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here so you don't miss out on all the great marriage help we have coming your way all the time.